Good morning from Louisiana, Honey Island Swamp. I am Dana Holyfield. I am on the houseboat for the second time, staying the whole night all by ourselves. Me and Grimace, my dog. It was quite interesting. I was a little scared at some points when I heard some things walking around, or something, I should say, walking around out there in the woods. As you can see, the houseboat's in a little slough off the Pearl River, and there's a little slough that runs through here, and there's land over there, and there's land where my dad's camp is over there, but there's a slough. Unfortunately, unfortunately, the river's drying up. It dried up so much that my houseboat is now sitting on the barrels are sitting on the ground, smashing. They're getting smashed, and the houseboat's all crooked, like it's like this. So I feel like I'm leaning like this when I'm inside walking, and it reminds me of the Charlie's house in Willy Wonka in the Charlie Factory movie. Anyway, last night I heard something walking over there around in the dark, and I'm thinking, oh, I wonder if it's the Honey Island Swamp Monster. All these videos I've made about it and written books about it, I've never actually seen it. I know something's out there because too many eyewitnesses, including my grandfather, Harlan Ford, who was the first eyewitness to have seen it face to face, and he poured plaster tracks back in the 70s, and that he thought were made by this thing he saw. My dad had an encounter out there where he was going down this river, not too far from here, and he hit something in the river, and he thought it was a log at first. And so he looked back, but whatever this was going to the sandbank. And so he thought when it got out and stood up on 2 feet, he thought it was a person at first, because it was almost dark, couldn't really see. He said it looked like it had a long trench coat on, though, and he's yelling at it, "Hey, you okay?" Because he thought maybe he hit it in the head and was delirious. But it kept walking into the woods. So he turned his boat around and went back to look on the sandbar, and he saw the tracks, which were similar to what my grandfather had seen out there, and poured plaster Paris tracks. And so my dad got out of there pretty quick. That was probably 30 years ago. Probably, yeah, about that. Or maybe longer. But